By the end of this video, you'll have a blueprint to define your business's brand. But first, I'm gonna go over each step in that blueprint to help you get there. If we haven't met, I'm Drayson. I have 6 years of experience helping businesses achieve their goals through digital marketing. The last video in this Marketing Foundation series was about understanding and finding your target audience. And this video is the next steps, defining your brand. There are 3 main topics I'm going to be breaking down and going in depth. The last one is a skill set that I think that if you're able to truly master it, you will have no issue positioning your brand to the best of your ability throughout time. But first up, your branding foundations really comes down to answering these 4 questions. First, who are you? As a company, what is your group? Who do you identify as or with? Think about Nike and how they identify with athletes. Understanding what group and identity you want to hold as a brand will absolutely change how you position yourself, especially in your marketing effort. Secondly, what do you do? What kind of actions are you taking and what kind of lifestyle does your brand represent? Or more importantly, live? A great way to see this as well could be very much tied to whatever your offer and product is. Think how Smart Water is great water, and that's what they do is just water. Or you can take a different approach like Liquid Death, which is yes, water, but there's also much more to it. Third, how do you do what you do? Another way to redefine this is what is your approach? Think about the process you might take or someone else might take to get to the product or offer that you guys offer. Lastly, why do you do what you do? What is the motivation behind it? The intentions behind what you do? You could even look at this as what is your company's core values? Do you thrive on innovation like Apple, on simplistic and intuitive designs? Why do you want to help out your target audience? As Simon Sinek has famously popularized, start with why. Building your brand around that question will really bring you to the next level. Now that we answered the 4 questions for brand clarity, I have to show you something that builds on top of that foundation. The SWOT analysis. This is very common in marketing. I like to break it up into the 2 sections that it really has. The top section is strengths and weaknesses. These are things that you currently have. As the 2 words say, you want to define what your current strengths are and what the current things that you need to improve on are as well. The bottom section is things that are external, ideally out of your control, or at least it's not something that you currently have. And that is opportunities and threats. What are opportunities in your niche, in your product, in your market? And then what are the threats to your brand? The SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that your brand may face should act as a tool to really help guide your efforts. This last topic is a tactic that'll help your brand be adaptable and effective throughout all of time. I gotta ask, can we all agree that a brand means nothing if it's not relatable? That's where social listening comes in. Social listening is its own thing. It could be its own video, but I'll give you the main points right here, right now. Overall, it comes down to market research. 3 main areas I suggest focusing and maybe diving a bit deeper into. Looks like search, be able to search your competitors, people in your space, get a feel for what your community is acting and looking for. Next up, it goes right along with search, the comments. This is direct feedback from your community that you want to be a leader in. Lastly, for social listening is user-generated content, UGC. Now, as a marketer, you might be familiar with this term. This is not the content creation side of things. This is organic feedback from your community and audience. Pay attention to these. To recap, you want to clarify your brand by asking the 4 questions. You want to build upon that foundation with the tool of SWOT analysis to help guide your efforts. And to stay adaptable and relevant, you want to be using social listening skills to adapt to your audience's ever-changing wants and desires. Subscribe so you won't miss out on how to find the social media platform that's best for your business's marketing efforts. It's coming up next.